A lot of people will watch action shows and they'll say, oh, it's just action, I could do that. When you map out the actual heist, if you actually step it out in real time or even in TV time, you realize all the things that can go wrong.
Don't get cocky, baby. You're already dead.
It ain't that easy to be a good criminal.
Now go again.
Who would have thunk, so to speak, that the Codys would ever rob a church? They've always had this edict in their family, not in their backyard. So it definitely runs afoul of Smurf's maxim, but at the same time, that kind of delights the boys because they're not under Smurf's thumb anymore.
The first job away from her, we're like, no, we're hitting the church. We've always wanted to do it. There's a lot of money there. There's obviously no morals around ripping off children's in hospitals and things like that.
Once you write out the tent poles of that heist sequence, you realize all the ways in which the cops could get you, including the blood from Jay's wound, or the delay in getting out, or whether or not Darren's hitting that car occurs just at the right time and draws that security guard out of that booth. It all has to work perfectly or else it can go very awry. So as writers, the more we work out the specific details of the heist, the more we realize it's not that easy to do well.
Let's start over. Can we start over?
Yeah, let's start over.
Starting over.
Once they see that Jay can't do what I can do, then maybe they'll start showing me some respect.
Or they'll realize that they don't need you.
At the last minute, Craig winds up getting high and drunk out of his ass, getting on his motorcycle and riding as fast as he can over to when the heist is actually in progress and saying, okay, I want in.
Get out of here, man!
He's realized that it's too little too late and that, in fact, they really can do it without him. He gets on his bike in a rage, does a wheelie, and drives to the beach and dumps his bike and passes out.
That bike scene was really critical towards the storyline of Craig this season, how much there are consequences to his actions and what he decides. And, we talked long and hard about making sure that this bike sequence was done in the right way because it was really, it's emotional.
I think it's a real opportunity for us to feel really in your head with the rage piece or whatever.
Yeah.
If that tracks.
Everything he has in him is purely driven out of what's going through his mind at that point, which is running from being lost, self-hatred, pity, questioning his life, his role. Does he need it? Does he belong? Do people even notice him and realize him? So, all these elements that you're trying to capture in what he's doing on this bike ride, and it's when you're fully loaded and doing it in such an irresponsible way that he's doing it, and it's really well encapsulated in that sequence.
Animal Kingdom, all new Tuesdays at 9 on TNT and the TNT app.